The October 14th, 2025 meeting of the Richmond Sanitary District Board of Commissioners is called to order. The first item of business is approval of board minutes from September 23rd of 2025.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
motion for approval of board minutes from September 23rd, 2025 as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve board minutes from September 23rd of 2025 as presented. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The minutes are approved as ordered. Then the next item of business is approval of invoices from check dates September 19th and 26th and October 3rd of 2025.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
motion for approval of invoices from check dates September 19th and 26th, along with October 3rd, 2025. The total amount was $316,902.86. Notables included Keystone Cooperative Incorporated for $44,770.90, Pyramid Equipment, Inc. for $10,439, Xylem Water Solutions for $20,846.88, Cummins Electric Incorporated for $17,500, S&K Equipment Company for $21,397, and finally Wetzel Ford for $57,438.
I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve invoices from check dates September 19th and 26th and October 3rd of 2025, totaling $316,902.86. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item of business is the director's report.
Yes, Madam President and Board. In the packet, you will see the August monthly report. I don't really have a whole lot to note on the general data. I will make a note in the financials as we're getting kind of through the year. There are a few places where we see that we're going to probably land deficient. A good example would be the fuel cost, but there's a couple municipality costs as well, like such as gas or water, that we are going to hit. The largest one will be the fuel in the 6601-0506, the 2210 fuel account, that we expect deficiencies, but we anticipate we can defer cost or use things, savings, whether some things came in cheaper or salary savings and some unfilled positions, things of that. We don't believe we need to do any additional appropriations. We believe we will be able to cover those deficiencies, but I wanted to call them out. In addition to the report, we are in leaf season, so just call that out. Again, the street department does leaves within the city boundaries, and the sanitary district does outside of the city boundaries, but within the sanitary district boundaries. And those maps and dates for those sections around the city can be found online or on like social media. It has been posted to the city social media if anyone is looking for that information. And that is all I have, unless there are questions. Oh, I have one other piece of information. I got an update last weekend that there were some updated insurance numbers for the city, and some of those change. That includes things like property liability and all, as well as like the workman's comp and all those pieces, and that will go up, even from what we spoke about. I did a quick review of the numbers that were turned into me. I don't think this would warrant an additional appropriation next year. I think it would be something we'll just let go through the year, and if we end up looking like we're going to be short and we can't cover it for some reason, we may, but it wasn't significant enough that I believe it would warrant appropriations at the beginning of the year. And that is all I have, unless there are questions.
Nope. Good. Thank you very much. The next item of business is the recommendation is the approval of the holiday schedule for 2026.
Yes, Madam President and Board, the city has released their 2026 holiday schedule, and as is typical, we include that in this packet or to this board to approve as well.
Questions or comments on that? And then I will entertain a motion.
President Miller,
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
motion for approval of the 2026 holiday schedule as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve the 2026 holiday schedule as presented. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. The next item of business is the recommendation to enter into an agreement with Commonwealth for on-call engineering services.
Yes, Madam President and Board. If you recall, we had done an on-call engineering contract with Lockmuller earlier in the year, and because we are short-staffed and because of the workload we have, this is basically a similar type contract, but with a different consulting firm. So we would have two in place to rely on expertise at both firms. This is with Commonwealth Engineers, who we've worked with extensively on sewer projects over the years. I anticipate this one be used more on the sanitary side versus the stormwater side, whereas the other one, even though it's approved by both boards, has primarily been used on the stormwater side versus the sanitary side. That doesn't mean there couldn't be use on both sides, but it's my recommendation that we hire Commonwealth Engineers for the rest of this year and through 2026 for on-call professional engineering services on an hourly basis as provided in this scope.
Thank you. Any questions or comments or a motion?
President Miller?
Yes, Mr. Bakshi.
Motion for recommendation to enter into agreement with Commonwealth for on-call engineering services as presented.
And I will second the motion. There's a motion and a second to approve the agreement with Commonwealth for on-call engineering services as presented. Any further questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Then the next item of business is the recommendation to approve an addendum to contract 74-2025 with Lockmuller.
Yes, so as I mentioned just a second ago, we entered into an agreement with Lockmuller for on-call engineering services earlier in the year. It only went through 2025. We would like to extend that through 2026. So the request is that we make an addendum to the current contract and agreement to extend the time frame through the end of 2026.
So basically all the same terms, but just through 2026.
Correct.
Any other questions or comments on that? Hearing none, I will entertain a motion.
President Miller?
Yes, Mr. Bakshi?
Motion for recommendation to approve the addendum to contract 74-2025 with Lockmuller as presented.
And I will second the motion. Are there any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. That takes us to miscellaneous. Is there anything else to be brought before the board today? If not, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
And I will second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. And I will turn the meeting over to President Bakshi for the Stormwater Board.
Thank you. I'd like to call to order the October 14th, 2025 Richmond Sanitary District's Stormwater Management Board meeting. The first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from September 23rd, 2025.
President Bakshi, I would like to make a motion to approve the minutes from September 23rd, 2025 as presented.
I will second. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. Oh, aye. Now motion approved. Okay. Second on the agenda is the approval of invoices from check dates September 19th and 26th, along with October 3rd, 2025.
President Bakshi, I would like to make a motion to approve invoices from check dates September 19th and 26th and October 3rd, 2025, totaling $5,176.94.
I will second. Are there any questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion approved. The next item is the recommendation to enter into agreement with Commonwealth Engineers for on-call engineering services.
So just like explained in the previous meeting, we'd like to enter into an agreement with Commonwealth Engineers for on-call professional engineering services. And some of that could be related to stormwater And so we're bringing it to both boards. So the recommendation is to approve an agreement with Commonwealth Engineers for on-call services as shown in the scope and fee proposed.
Are there any questions or comments?
President Boxey? I'd like to make a motion to approve the agreement with Commonwealth Engineers for on-call engineering services as presented.
I will second. So there's been a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. The next item is the recommendation to approve addendum to contract 74-2025 with Lockmuir.
Yes, and again, this is just to extend their contract through 2026 as it currently ends at the end of this year. And so the request is to extend that through calendar year 2026.
Any questions, comments?
No.
I'll entertain a motion.
President Boxey, I would like to make a motion to approve the addendum to contract 74-2025 with Lockmuir as presented.
I will second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. This takes us to miscellaneous. Is there any miscellaneous items for the agenda? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move.
I second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion approved. We are adjourned. Thank you.